Hello everyone, welcome back to this YouTube channel. Kindly like, subscribe, share, and even comment on this video. Give us feedback. We'll really appreciate that. So today I want us to look at determinant of 3 by 3 matrix, and we'll just go direct into it. And we had looked at the determinant of a 2 by 2 matrix. And for a 3 by 3 matrix, it's a bit different, but we are going to understand how we solve such kind of determinants. Now we have a matrix A, which is 4, 3, minus 1, 2, 7, 1. We have 1, minus 1, 2. So this is a 3 by 3 matrix, and you are told to get the determinant. Determine the determinant. Normally they'll say A with 2/. This will mean the determinant, or they'll say det A. So for those two cases, they will mean that you're looking for the determinant of the matrix A. Now for us to get the determinant of the matrix, there are a number of things that we need to take key note of. One is the signage. The sign. We have the sign shifting from a positive through negative, and then we have a positive. We'll shortly see how we do that, but we have to reduce this matrix so that it is a bit smaller for us to solve. So this is how you do it. Now pick 4. So we have 4. Then we'll open this kind of brackets. Then we ask ourselves, if we close down the row and the column that contains 4, we close down this row, the row and the column that contains 4, the matrices that are going to remain are going to be these ones here. That is 7, 7, 1, minus 1, and 2. So we write it here, 7, 7, 1, minus 1, and 2. Now the sign for 4 is a positive. So this one is a positive 4. We move to the second one, we pick 3. So we pick 3, and the sign for 3 will be the following one, which is minus 3. So minus 3, we open these brackets again. We now close the row that contains 3, which is the upper row, and the column that also contains 3. So when we close them down, the matrices that will remain will be at 2, 1, 1, 2. So those are the ones that we write here. We have a 2, 1, a 1, and a 2. Then lastly, we pick our sign, which is a positive. So we have a positive. Then we pick 1. And we can see that this is a negative 1. So we have a positive, negative 1. We open these ones. Then we again close the column that contains 1 and the row, and we'll remain with these ones here. So we have a 2, 7, 1, and minus 1. So 2, 7, 1, minus 1. Now, when we have this, we can now proceed and solve. We can see we have reduced this 3 by 3 matrix so that we have smaller 2 by 2 matrices here. And these matrices, we can get the determinant the way we did in our last video by multiplying the leading diagonal and subtracting it from the other diagonal, so that we have 4 into brackets. Now we have 7, we multiply by 2, so 7 times 2, and we subtract minus 1 times 1, so minus 1 times 1. We close this, then we move to minus 3, so we have minus 3. We multiply 2 times 2, so we have 2 times 2, and we subtract 1 times 1, so we have 1 times 1. We close this. Then we move to plus minus. When you have a plus times a minus, it will be a minus. So we have minus 1. We open this. Then we have 2 times minus 1. 2 times minus 1. And minus 7 times 1. So we have 7 times 1. 7 times 1. Now, when we proceed and simplify this further, we are going to have 4 into, now 7 times 2 will give us a 14. So we have 14 minus, now this is minus 1 times 1, which is minus 1. So we have minus 1. Then minus 3 into, we have 2 times 2, which is 4, minus 1 times 1, which is 1. Then minus 1 into 2 times minus 1, which is minus 2. Then minus 7 times 1, which is 7. Then we'll have 4 multiplied by 14 minus minus 1, which is 15. Then minus 3, you can have these ones enclosed in a bracket. So minus 3, multiply this by 4 minus 1, which is 3. So we multiply this together again. Then minus 1, multiply this by 2 minus 7, which is minus 9. And this one will give us 4 times 15, which is a 60. Then minus 3 times minus 3 is minus 9. And minus 1 times minus 9 is a positive 9. So that we have 60 minus 9 plus 9, which gives us 60. And this one will be the value for the determinant of the matrix that we had, which is 4, 3 minus 1, 2, 7, 1, 1 minus 1, 5. That is simply how we solve determinants of a 3 by 3 matrix. We'll use another example so that we understand better. We have this matrix, let me call it B. And this B is defined by 5 minus 1, 3. We have 2, 1, 5. We have minus 1, 3, 2. For this case, we are supposed to get the determinant. So determinant that B, or they'll say B with these arrows, so that it's the determinant of B. Now for us to solve this, we remember our sign, plus, minus, plus. So we have plus, minus, and plus. Then we pick 5. Remember, we pick 5 first, and it's a positive. So we have positive 5. We close the row. So we close this row and this column that contains 5. We remain with 1, 5, 3, 2. So we have 1, 5, 3, and 2. We move to the next signage, which is minus. So we have minus, and our case here we have minus 1. So we have minus 1. We close this down. So we close again the row that contains 1 and the column that contains 1, and we'll remain with 2, 5, 2, minus 1. So we write them down. So we have 2, 5, minus 1, and 2. Then lastly, we have a plus. So we have here plus. We move to our matrix. We pick 3. So plus 3. So we close again the row that contains 3 and the column. We remain with a 2, 1, minus 1, and 3. So we write them down. So we have 2, 1, minus 1, and 3. Now, up to that point, what is remaining is for us to now just clean this up so that we have a 5. So we have positive 5. We multiply 2 times 1, which is 2, minus 3 times 5, which is 15. Then minus minus, this is minus minus will be a plus, so plus 1. 2 times 2, which is 4, minus 1 times 5 is minus 5. So we have a minus 5. Then we have plus 3. Then we have 3 times 2, which is 6. Then minus 1 times minus 1 is minus 1. So we have minus 1. And for this case, we'll have 5 multiplied by 2 minus 15, which will give us minus 13. So 2 minus 15 is a minus 13. Then plus 1 multiplied by 4 minus 5 will be a plus. So 4 plus 5 will give us a value 9. So we have 1 times 9. And lastly, we have 3 multiplied by 6 minus 1. And 6 minus 1 is again 6 plus 1, which is 7. And minus 13 times 5. Minus 13 times 5 will give us a minus 65. So we have minus 65. Then plus 9 times 1 is a 9. And 3 multiplied by 7 will give us a 21. So we have a plus 21. And when we add these up together, we'll have a minus 65. We add it to 9, a plus 9. And also we add it to 21. And it gives us a minus 35. Minus 35. And this is going to be the determinant of the matrix B. This is now the det B, or B determinant is negative 35. So thank you very much for watching this video up to that point. Continue commenting, liking, giving us feedback, and also subscribing to the channel so that we can continue giving you more and more videos. Otherwise, up to that point, bye bye.